Game day in Washington, D.C. Pacers taking on the Wizards at the Verizon Center. Shoot-around going on right now. I'm Jeremiah Johnson alongside Chris Denari. Chris, a little pregame breakdown. This is a really big weekend for the Pacers. Two teams that are playing very well in the Eastern Conference tonight, and then tomorrow, the decade night, the 90s night against the Bucks. Pretty good weekend.
Yeah, really good weekend. And you know, you and I were talking, it's ironic that you look at Washington and Indiana, their last losses against Cleveland, the best team of the East. Washington had a 7-game win streak in, Pacers had a 7-game win streak in, and the Wizards had won 17 straight here at the Verizon Center. Bradley Beal's playing so well right now. He's had games of 40 and 31. John Wall, a double-double machine. I mean, this is a Washington team playing very confident, though over the years, the Pacers have played pretty well in this building. So I think they were upset with the way Wednesday night played out. Pacers played very well in that first quarter, led at the half, and a big 40-18 advantage for Cleveland. Paul George was one to say, we'll measure ourselves with how we come back against the Wizards on Friday night, and they're going through shoot-around right now, getting ready.
7-game winning streak did come to an end, but that wasn't one of those games where I was disappointed because it was a bad stretch in the third quarter maybe, but you got to give Cleveland a lot of credit with the way they're playing. You have to give a lot of credit as well to Jeff Teague because this is a really challenging week. I don't know if it gets more difficult from a point guard's perspective than have to primarily guard Russell Westbrook on a Monday. On a Wednesday, you've got Kyrie Irving, and then on a Friday, John Wall, and who knows who his matchup will be necessarily against the Bucks, maybe move things around a little bit, but with 22 and 14 and guarding Kyrie Irving, that's pretty impressive.
No, very impressive, and you know, Jeff is part of the reason why this team has been so good in 2017, why the offensive numbers were up. The Pacers shot 50% in January. They had not shot 50% in a month since 1996, so he's a real reason why this turnaround happened and why the Pacers had won 7 straight and 14 of 18, and you're right. You've got to go against a John Wall tonight, and let's not forget on Monday, you've got the veteran in Tony Parker. So that is a very tough position to defend as well as try to orchestrate the offense.
If that was the matchup in November, you'd be a little worried, but we've seen Jeff's defense really improve over the course of the season and his playmaking as well. Much more on the point guard matchups and also what Jeff Teague has been able to accomplish on Pacers Live pregame tonight at 7:30, a later tip once again. Game at 8 o'clock, Pacers and Wizards pregame at 7:30. One final thought on the Wizards. Ian Mahinmi, someone that many of you watching this are probably fond of because of his time with the Pacers. He's been struggling through injuries throughout the entire season. Scheduled to play just his 3rd game this season tonight.
Yeah, played in Brooklyn on Wednesday night, played about 12 or 13 minutes. I'll be anxious to see the matchup with Al Jefferson and Ian Mahinmi. You know, we've been on the other end of that for many years when Al was at his various stops. Anxious to see Al Jefferson with those old school moves against Ian.
All right, he's Chris Denari, I'm Jeremiah Johnson. We thank you for checking out a little pregame shoot-around thought, and we'll be on the air at Fox Sports Indiana at 7:30 tonight.